Question 6. What have you learned about technologies from the process of constructing the product? Our opening made good use of all the technologies available to us, including the Final Cut Pro, GarageBand, and of course high definition cameras. The camera was small and lightweight, meaning we could move around easily with it and film in awkward places, which at one point included me lying on the ground. The tripod was also useful to help us steady the camera for shots such as the establishing shots and pans of the area. It was incredibly detailed and picked up all of the different sounds in the natural area of the park, which included the birds singing, adding to the mise-en-scene. There was also no blur due to the high definition of the camera, which helped to create quality filming with ease. The camera was sometimes difficult to deal with, however, with certain trivial things getting in the way of a perfect filming process. Such things include the difficulty to attach and detach the camera from the tripod and the not so sturdy connection between the two when filming. This unfortunately shook the camera when filming in a windy environment. This perhaps added to the mise-en-scene of the uncertain surroundings for the thriller, but nevertheless there were problems with dealing in the editing process. Final Cut Pro was vital in creating the opening. Unfortunately, there were outtakes and mistakes from the actor in our opening, and the editing software enabled us to cut these mistakes out and allow the film to run smoothly. Editing helped us to cut videos which were too long and use transitions, notably for the credits, to help with smooth running and go with the creative music. For the soundtrack and music, we used GarageBand, which was also very helpful. The music added to the mise-en-scene and atmosphere, and in the typical convention of a thriller, it added tension to the opening. Creating the music and finding the appropriate soundtrack proved difficult, as we needed to create an atmospheric feel which made the audience feel uneasy watching it. The credits involved a different soundtrack to the main piece, and this is what it sounds like. We tried to appeal to our male audience by appointing a young male lead who the audience can relate to and understand what he is going through. Like, for instance, there is a part of simultaneous perception when the protagonist, David, is reading a revision book, and at least half of the audience, or around that figure, are in a time of their life when they're studying for exams. There is a variety of shots in simultaneous perception. For example, there is a master shot to set the scene in the beginning of the scene. It leaves the audience wanting more because the scenery does not tell the audience anything about the film. It leaves the audience wanting more. A low angle is used on the body when it moves up, slowly to the face of the protagonist. This creates suspense. Hopefully this will encourage the audience to watch the rest of the film, to know more about the film and what it is about. The audience is put into the shoes of the protagonist David when crosscuts